Hi everybody, nice to have you here. I'm here in my garage with my project and building walls and roofs and so on. So I have this project. But I will tell you about person number 1 and person number 2 today. So, person number 1, he wants to plant 10 apple trees because he likes apple. And then he wants to make apple pies and sell. So he have these great ideas. So in the evening he goes to the pub and meet all his friends and telling about these stories, and they think, wow, what a great guy, right? You're so full of imagine and so full of energy. You have these good ideas and so on. You're so funny. You're a great guy. Then we have person number 2. He also wants 10 apple trees. He also likes apple and wants to make apple pie. But he check out internet, where can I buy apples, and he go there and buy 10 of his favorite apple trees, and he plant them. He need the tools and so on, and he do it. And now he have skills and knowledge. So he's not, a new beginner anymore. And then he goes to meet his friend, maybe on the pub. Guys, guess what I have done? I've planted 10 trees. Yeah. Well, yes, it's the same as me, number 1 says. Yes, we have the same idea. We are so great. Cool. And the other people, wow, you two are so great. You do so cool stuff. Yes, we all love our apples, or whatever it is you are engaged in. Now a month goes. Number 1, he thinking about a new project, and he's in his head, and wow, and he meet friends and he talk about it. Now it's bikes or motorcycles or a boat or something. He has some new idea. Person number 2, he have to go there and take care of his apple tree. So every week he go there checking up his apple tree and so on, and start to think, well, this worked very well for me, so I will maybe plant 10 more trees. But I don't need more apple trees, so I will go for 10 plums. So he start with that. And they meet at the pub, and number 1, well, this with bikes, and I will go through the whole France, and wow, and the friends, oh, you're so cool, and wow, you have so many ideas, you're the best. And number 2, he says, well, I'm still with my apple trees. I've planted some plum trees too, and yeah, this is how I do it. And the friend said, yeah, you said that last month. That's nothing new. And plums and apple, that's the same thing. And what tools? Why is his friend acting like this? Yeah, because he's not on 0 level anymore. He is stepping up. He have knowledge and skills. So he want to talk about that. But the other people who are not there, they don't understand. They're not interesting, because you need some skills and understanding to catch up, to think it's interesting. So what does this number 2 does? Yeah, he met another guy in the pub or in the restaurant or wherever, and start to talk with him. And now they have a nice conversation on level 1, let's say. And the other friends on level number 0, they say, why is he talking with this boring apple plum tree guy there? Yes. Why isn't he with us? Do he think that he's better than us? Blah, 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 blah. This. They want him back and talking about, nothing on super 0 beginner level. Not even beginner level, because to be a beginner you must have started with something, really, yeah? So, and this goes on, for every month. Number 2 get further and further away from, number 1 and his friends. So, because they have nothing in common anymore. There's even resentment from these number 0 guys. They what, why are you doing all these boring things? Now you're talking about pears, and you're talking about plants. Oh, why are you so boring? Come on, come back to us and talk about, the news or, whatever. The funny things. Yep. 5 years goes. And number one, he driving there on the road and he see this incredible forest full of fruits, and he said he must stop. Wow, this is so cool. I remember I had an idea 5 years ago about this. I must check it out. This is so cool. And then he meet number two. Oh, it's you, number two. Come on, long time no see. Yeah. Is it your forest? Yeah. I built all this. So now, what is happening now? This is important. Number two, he says he feels a little bit proud. He explained and so on. And number one, he don't really understand, but he understands that number two have made all this, and this is fantastic, and he sees it. So number two, he feels a little bit proud of himself, but not in a bad way. Just like, okay, I've done a good job, and I like what I'm doing, so I'm happy. Number one, what does he feel? He feel, well, I could have done that. I was also thinking about it, but I didn't want to do it. So now he creates excuses in his mind because he didn't do it. He don't have the success. He haven't done anything. He's still number zero. He don't get it. So I said, nah, I was not interesting. No, I don't like apples so much anymore, and so on. And he starts eating apples because he feel every time he eat an apple, he think about that he didn't do it. He is now jealous at this other person, or even feel that that person is not so good because he's, So this is what happens to this person, number one. And if he has a lot of people who do things a little bit every day, he starts to feel like a loser or feel like he haven't achieved something, and he get depressed. So this is a phenomena today, and it's boosted by media, because in Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all this, there's a lot of people doing stuff and show it, but they are not so many. But there are millions and millions of people watching them. They say it's for inspiration, but then they don't do it themselves. They stay on Facebook, they stay on YouTube, they continue watching videos after videos forever, News every day comes so many news. You can watch and watch and watch. You never come to stage or level one when you start to execute, when you start to do. And this is a problem. We see it today in the society. They talk about it all the time. Now that we have a wave of people feeling depressed, eating depressive, taking drugs, drinking too much alcohol, eating too much. All is this angst, regrets what they haven't done. And they don't understand why. It's because they are not in the flow of doing. They think that things will happen by itself, but it doesn't. There is a process. And we have this trend that you're good as you are. You should be. You don't have to do. And I think, well, that's nice. Of course, you have a value as a human being, but you have more value if you come and you also bring the apple pie, Wow, people will talk about the apple pie. They don't want to talk about your cells in your body, you. So you are also what you're doing. That's a reflection of who you are. I am a person who grow apple trees. Then people can relate. Oh, he's such a person, blah, blah, blah. You have this character. This is what you do. They understand you. But if you just are, what are you? I'm a person who watch other people doing things. And that's I don't get it. Maybe you get it. Explain it to me if you get it, yeah? Just being in this flow of information today and never get your own skills. And at the same time have the idea of you should argue about these people who do stuff, well, even though you have no knowledge at all about the subject. You just read things. So this is the phenomena. So it's important to do. So why did I do this video? Yes, I want to encourage everybody, please be number 2. Never stuck in number 1, because it's not a good place to be in. It's much better to be number 2. That's why I'm here out in the garage. That's why I'm out here on the country, because I don't want to end up like a person number 1. It's so easy today. So much nice information there on videos and films and TV and media. It's wonderful how much people there are telling you things about what they're doing. But it's important for me to be the one who do. So if somebody asks me, what are you? What are you doing? What is you? It's just not nothing here. No, I planting trees. I am the one who planting and have planted the apple trees, you know. And that is magical. It's fantastic. You have a purpose. It doesn't need to be super big or something. It just have to be, this is what I'm doing. This is my project, and this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it. Yes. So we have to try to be number 2 all the time. That's why I'm out here alone in the garage and building roof of my workshop. It's a horrible work. Really, it's really hard. But I see when I have this workshop, I can do a lot of funny things later. One thing leads to another, right? Yes. Number 2, always. Now I will go in and have my number 2 cup of coffee today. Have a nice day.